Hi, welcome to Jiva Yoga Live. I'm Mackenzie. Today we are going to talk about box breathing benefits, also known as the 4-part breath pranayama technique. Hello, if you're looking for more information about yoga and pranayama, make sure you hit subscribe. Today we are going to be exploring a pranayama technique called box breathing that can help you calm and focus the mind. Make sure you stick around until the end of the video to give this pranayama technique a try for yourself. In the early times of pranayama practice, it was really just something that was utilized by ancient yogis and monks. As time went on, some early adventurous travelers went to these far-reaching places in the world, and some of them were lucky enough to stumble upon these people that were performing pranayama, and an even fewer number of them brought these techniques back to their home countries. Unfortunately, much of this information was either lost over time or completely ignored. Luckily today, pranayama practices are becoming more and more prevalent in everyday life, and people such as teachers or therapists, doctors, even Navy SEALs are finding ways to utilize these ancient breathing techniques. The technique we're going to be talking about today is known as box breathing, square breathing, 4-4-4-4 breath, and in Sanskrit, samavitri. So samavitri means even fluctuations or waves, and essentially what all of these names tell us is that we want to create an even breath. So that involves an even inhale, exhale, as well as the same length pause in between the inhale and the exhale. It can help you to visualize a box, which is where the name box breathing comes from, because you are creating a 4 even-sided breath. So this can be helpful in calming as well as balancing the mind and the body and sort of bringing us back down when our stress levels start to rise. So to create this breath, like I said, you're going to create 4 even parts, starting with a 4-second inhale through the nose, a 4-second pause, a 4-second exhale through the nose, and then a 4-second pause before beginning your next inhale. It's important during the pauses to try to maintain a sense of openness, especially while we're pausing with the lungs full. It can be kind of easy to hold it in and almost feel like you're suffocating yourself. Try to avoid that. Try to maintain a nice open posture. Feel the lungs full of air and feel that air nurturing your body, and then gently release it on the exhale. Okay, so to perform this, you can do it in a seated position, usually with the legs crossed. Some people also teach this technique to start with seated in a chair. It can help to have the spine supported. If you do choose to practice this in a chair, make sure your feet are firmly planted on the ground and your spine is sitting up straight. And if you're practicing on a mat, you can always sit up on a pillow or a blanket or a block to help have that strength and straightness in your spine as well. All right, so if you're all ready, we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. So if you're not already seated, come down to your comfortable seated position, whether it be on the floor or in a chair, and just go ahead and start to take some slow, deep breaths, not changing anything yet, and just begin to take note of where your body and your breath is at today. Okay, we're going to begin. So like I said, we'll take a 4-second inhale in through the nose, a pause at the top of our inhale for 4 seconds, a nice steady 4-second exhale, and then a 4-second break before beginning that second round of respiration. And we're gonna go ahead and try this for 2 rounds to start out. One final note before we begin, the goal of this is to eventually be able to create 4-second even sides. However, if that feels a little bit uncomfortable for you to begin with, it's completely fine to start with 2 seconds or 3 seconds, as long as they are even. So 2 seconds on each side, completely fine to start. Eventually, you will work your way up to 4 seconds, and then feel free to even take it longer than 4 seconds, maybe going for 5 or 6. But for today, let's just go for 2 rounds, 4 seconds each side. All right, so rest the hands on the knees, and let's begin by taking a nice slow inhale through the nose, 2, 4. And that's it. Very simple and very effective. This practice can help bring your mind and body almost an instant feeling of calm, help you pause if you're sensing your stress levels rising throughout the day. Take a few seconds to practice, even just a few rounds of this breathing technique to help balance your mind back out. Thank you for joining me today. We practiced the 4-part breath, square breath, box breathing, or in Sanskrit, sana vritti. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time for our next pranayama technique. If you like this video, feel free to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and hit subscribe. And remember, you can always find more information on jivayogalive.com.